Hey there, Denise here, and this is Pose of the Week. Diane requested sugar cane, or candy cane pose actually, which I didn't even know was the name of the pose, so I had to look it up. So it's actually a variation of Ardha Chandrasana with the bind. So I know you know what that looks like. All right, so I'm gonna start with Ardha Chandrasana because I like to do a whole bunch of things warming up for Ardha Chandrasana, one of my favorite postures. So I usually have my students set up a couple of blocks, and then we'll put our hands on the blocks, and we might do some hip lubrication, just so that we kind of get used to the different positions that we can put the pelvis in on top of the hip. So this is a level pelvis, and we're actually going to stack the pelvis on top of the hip for Ardha Chandrasana. So, you know, if you have students that are newer, they can keep one finger down here. They can eventually move the hand to the hip, and then they can eventually move the hand to lifted. It's super helpful to raise this lifted leg as much as you can. Really get it energized. It really helps with the balance here. Of course, your hand on the block or the floor, if it is, you want to be dialing that hand outward. So don't let your shoulder collapse in. Remember, we're always dialing it outward, dialing your lifted hand outward, and then super energizing like you're trying to make your arms and legs longer at the same time you're pulling them in. All right, so press, press, press. And then if you want to take the candy cane pose, you actually have to go back into turning your pelvis back to almost square with the mat. Okay, so we're here, and we can actually turn that in, catch the foot, and now we have to really push the foot into the hand. But you can see I've turned my pelvis toward the mat. Okay, I'm not in that stacked position that I was in for the first Ardha Chandrasana pose. Okay, so this is where I begin and relax and come up. So that's not the only way to get into that pose, but I do like to use it to teach my students about those different pelvic positions. A square pelvis, stacked pelvis, back to a square pelvis. All right, it kind of gives your hip a chance to be loaded in all those different ranges, and that's really good for the hip. All right, so I hope that's helpful to you, Diane. I'm going to show the revolved version of those poses next time. All right, so look forward to that. Thanks so much. Bye for now.